Retro Gaming Mania!
Hey guys, Retro Gaming Maniac here, and today I just wanted to show you my Sega Master System collection. I only have about 25 to 30 games, not very many, but I have a couple of good ones. I'll go ahead and show you what I got, so let's take a look. Alright guys, here it is. This is my Sega Master System. Now I originally got this system, I believe it was in 1995. I was at my grandma's house, and her neighbor, who she was good friends with, said he was cleaning out his storage building. Said he had a video game system and some games in there, and was asking if I wanted them before he threw them out. So I said, sure. So he gave me this system. It came with like 3 or 4 controllers and the little zapper gun, as well as pretty much all the games you see here, with the exception of maybe 3 or 4 games. But I don't know if you know about the Sega Master System or not, but it came out around the same time as the NES, and it was an 8-bit system, and the graphics really were on par with the NES, if not slightly better. But the sound chip in the Sega Master System was not quite as good, but it still put out some pretty decent sounds and stuff, some 8-bit sounds. But thing that set it apart really is it did not have a start button on the controller. The controllers say start, but they kind of, one button acts as 2 controls. Like you'll say start in A or start in B. But your pause button is actually on the system. You got your reset button, and the system used little cards as well for games like this is a common game, but F-16 Fighting Falcon, you just slide that in there and play a game. And I don't know if the games were smaller or what, but I didn't really notice any difference in the little card-based games versus the cartridge. But it's a great little system. I've had it for a while, and it's got some pretty good games in its library. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the games I have. All right. Oops, sorry. First one we have is World Grand Prix, which is basically just a little, racing game. Pretty simple. Nothing major. Paperboy, really fun game. I think it's actually better than the NES version, personally, but good game. Choplifters, which is probably one of my favorite games on the Sega Master System. I just love this game. Basically fly around in a helicopter in the desert and stuff, and you got to rescue civilians, bring them back to your base. And I have this game on this Atari 7800 as well, and it's not as good. I mean, it's decent, but it's not as good as the Sega Master System version. We have Penguin Land, pretty good game. Kind of like a puzzle game, I guess. Outrun, which is a very common racing game, came with, I think it came with all the systems, actually. Rambo First Blood Part 2, which the cartridge actually just says Rambo. Let's see if I can get it open. Well, I can't get it open with one hand. Oh well. Anyways, the cartridge just says Rambo. It's kind of weird that it says First Blood Part 2, but this is the game I showed in an earlier video. It plays kind of like Commando or Ikari Warriors. But fun game if you like shooters. We have Reggie Jackson Baseball. Good game if you like baseball games. I'm not too big into them, but Monopoly for the Sega Master System. And I picked this one up pretty recently. And this one actually had 2 releases. The original release on the cartridge, it looked exactly the same on the outside here, but on the cartridge it said mono and then it had a space and it said poly. So the cartridge just said mono poly. And I guess people complained and everything and told them about the mistake. So they re-released it a lot later, on in the Master System's lifespan, and they corrected it and just, put Monopoly. And believe it or not, the one with the correction is the harder one to find, which is the one I got. The one that's misspelt, or, it has the space in it, is the one that's most common. We have Space Harrier. Plays a lot like 3D World Runner. It's a really fun game. It's got some pretty good music in it. We have Shinobi. I'm sure everybody's played Shinobi. It's an awesome game. I like the little first-person view, little mini game there. I thought that was awesome back then. Ghostbusters. Whoa, camera. Which is a lot better than the NES Ghostbusters. Even though it's similar, the graphics are a lot better and the gameplay is a lot better. Hang On and Safari Hunt. Little bundle here. I believe this one and Outrun came with the system, but I can't really remember. Wonder Boy 3, The Dragon's Trap. This is an awesome game, and it's probably the most expensive Master System game I have. It sells for anywhere from like $35 to $50. Depends on when you catch it, but really fun game. It's kind of like Zelda, I guess. A little action-adventure, side-scrolling action-adventure. Really fun game, though. Now, this is Altered Beast. I actually have 2 copies of this one. And it plays a lot like the Genesis version, but it's a lot more slow. It's got some serious lag, but it's not too bad. Double Dragon for the Sega Master System. Really fun game. This one actually allows you to play co-op, but the hit detection is really off, and it kind of messes up the gameplay, but the flow of the gameplay. But it is fun. Not as good as the NES version. I used to think it was better because it had co-op, but really the actual gameplay of the NES version was a lot better. Altered Beast again. Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? Pretty fun game. Enduro Racer. This game I did enjoy a lot. Kind of like a little off-roading dirt bike game. Cloud Master. Very fun game. Let's see if I can get you a good close-up on it here. Kind of like a little side-scrolling shooter. Just fun. Thunderblade, kind of an arcadey shooter, and I actually tried to do like a third-person view at times, so the helicopter was like in front of you, and it worked out okay, I guess. It's all right for an early arcade adaptation on the Sega Master System. Vigilante, kind of like Double Dragon, little side-scrolling beat 'em up. Not bad. It's actually pretty good. I like the little cover here on the front. It's pretty cool. We have Missile Defense 3D, and I believe this one actually required that you wear the 3D glasses for it, which I do not have. But it's actually a pretty cool game if you have the glasses for it. Captain Silver is a side-scrolling action game, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Pretty fun game. Never did get too far in it, but it is fun. California Games. I'm sure you've seen this on the NES. It's pretty much the exact same thing. Graphics may be slightly better. And let's see, we have Great Football. So, it says it's great, so I'm guessing it is. Don't really ever play the sports games, so. Oh, there went one. And we have Fantasy Zone for the Sega Master System. Very fun game. Kind of a little shooter. You can see it's definitely a Japanese game. Some of the backgrounds look a lot like Super Mario Brothers. Kind of the tree or the clouds and stuff. But it's a really fun game. Probably one of my favorite games on the Sega Master System. And of course the one that fell way over here is the F-16 Fighting Falcon card-based game. So that's it, guys. That's my Sega Master System collection. There it is. Piled on the floor, about to fall. But thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.